Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our series on Revelation. If you guys would be willing to flip your books to Revelation chapter 6, we're going to talk about the four horsemen. And so the four horsemen are the first four seals opened up, and this is God's just judgment on the earth. God is a perfectly loving and perfectly just God. He can't just allow evil to run rampant without any type of penalty. In Romans, it talks about how the wages of sin is death. But, and so just something I want to encourage everybody in is, there's just so much speculation, like the warnings, of the end times coming. And I do believe that we need to be prepared for that, but that's not something that we as believers need to be anxious about. In Scripture, we're promised, we're told not to be, anxious about anything, but to make our request known to God through prayer and petition and thanksgiving. And so I just want there to be encouragement in this, that Jesus is in control. So as we read, I'm excited to open up these four first seals, and let's do this. Revelation 6:1 says, "As I watched, the Lamb broke the first of the seven seals on the scroll. Then I heard one of the four living beings say with a voice like thunder, 'Come.' I looked up and saw a white horse standing there. Its rider carried a bow, and a crown was placed on his head. He rode out to win many battles and gain the victory. When the Lamb broke the second seal, I heard the second living being say, 'Come.' Then another horse appeared, a red one. Its rider was given a mighty sword and the authority to take peace from the earth, and there was war and slaughter everywhere. When the Lamb broke the third seal, I heard the third living being say, 'Come.' I looked up and saw a black horse, and its rider was holding a pair of scales in his hand. And I heard a voice from among the four living beings say, 'A loaf of wheat bread or 3 loaves of barley will cost a day's pay, and don't waste the olive oil and wine.' When the Lamb broke the fourth seal, I heard the fourth living being say, 'Come.' I looked up and saw a horse whose color was pale green. Its rider was named Death, and his companion was the grave. These two were given authority over 1/4 of the earth to kill with the sword and famine and disease and wild animals." Okay, so just real quick, these are the four first judgments of God. These are considered the four horsemen as their names. Very intimidating name, I know. But again, God's justice must be served, right? As we look at these four horsemen, it tends to bring anxiety and just intimidation. Like, these things are not good things that happen. That white horse, many theologians and scholars believe that to be the Antichrist. And, the Antichrist, me growing up, was like, oh, shoot, like, that's a really bad thing. Let's kind of completely avoid that, right? But in this heart to encourage, I just want you to know and understand that Jesus is in control of this. Okay. As we look to Matthew 24:4, and in 3 as well, just to give a little bit of context, the disciples asked him privately and said, "Tell us, when will all this happen? What sign will signal your return and the end of the world?" And in 4 it says, Jesus told them, "Don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world, but all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come." Okay, so let's go back just real quick to the four horsemen. The taking peace, right? The many coming in my name, in the name of Christ. Nation going against nation. This is prophesied before Revelation. Jesus knows what this stuff is going on. He's not thrown off by it. He's not surprised, and he's not worried about it. Something that I really want to encourage us in is in verse 9. Then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. And many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Sin will be rampant everywhere, for the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. Jesus doesn't promise this to be some easy task, right? He's saying, we might be arrested, persecuted, even killed. But those who endure to the end will be saved. In Matthew 11:28, it says, Then Jesus said, Come to me, all of you who are weary and carry heavy burdens, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you. Let me teach you, because I am humble and gentle at heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy to bear, and the burden I give you is light. We will be okay. Jesus saves us. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. That's all we need to worry about. We need to learn who Jesus is, what he taught, what he did, and then do those things, and then leave it in his hands. We don't have to speculate when these things are going to happen. We don't need to worry about it. Jesus is in control, and that's something that we have to look forward to and something that we can rest in. You guys have a great day.